Good day everyone, my name is Michelle G. Dilio and here is my topic. It is a laboratory activity exploring mechanical waves. These are the learning objectives. So by the end of this activity, students will be able to identify basic parts of a wave, demonstrate how waves travel in different mediums, and lastly relate wave behavior to real-life examples. So before I start with my discussion, I will first present a quick overview about my topic. The different types of waves, its definitions and examples. So we have the mechanical waves and the electromagnetic waves. But in this activity, I will just focus on the mechanical waves. First, we have the longitudinal waves. So here is the definition and example. Second, we have transverse waves. I will also discuss its definition and examples. So I also included here the different parts of a wave so that the learners can identify as they go on with the experiment. So first we have the crest, the rest or the equilibrium, the trough, and we have the amplitude, wavelength, and lastly we have the frequency. I also have here a little learning check to assess their understanding about the topic. So here is the answer key. So here is my activity. So in this activity, students will be divided into two groups. One will investigate waves using a rope, while the other will observe waves using water. This will help students to compare wave motion in different mediums. So here are the materials. For group 1, which they are going to experiment about the rope waves, they need one long rope, masking tape, meter stick, or tape measure. For group 2, water waves, they need water tray, a shallow basin, water, and small stones or marbles or coins. They also need ruler for water ripples and paper towels or map. But before we start, I will first introduce the lab safety rules. We have the general rules. You can pause this video to read the rules. I have also included the materials that may pose risk to the students. First, the rope. Second, the water tray. And then, what they should do after the experiment. So for procedures, these are the procedures for group 1, the rope waves. So one student holds one end of the rope while the other holds the other end. Second, move the rope up and down to produce transverse waves. Move the rope forward and backward to simulate longitudinal waves. Mark and measure one wavelength. And then lastly, observe what happens when the rope is moved faster or slower. For the second group, for the water waves, first procedure is to fill the basin halfway with water. Gently drop a small stone or marble into the water. Observe the circular ripples or the waves spreading outward. Try dropping the object from different heights and compare the waves. And lastly, drop two objects at the same time in different spots and observe what happens when the waves meet. So after the experiment, they will answer these guide questions. So they can answer this based on the observations and experiences they had with the experiment. And also they will give real life examples similar to their group's wave activity. So each group will answer these guide questions in 10 minutes. So here are the possible answers from each group. For group 2, here are the possible answers. To further explore different types of waves, I have also included here a free simulation app which students can utilize the different types of waves. So we have here the PhET interactive simulation. So we can explore the water, sound, and light waves and be able to manipulate it. So we can adjust the frequency, the amplitude, and you can also use the measurements to accurately input data that you need or the students may need. So you can also view it in top view and side view. Next, we have the sound waves. So you can manipulate the sounds. You can use graph, and you can also see the waves and the particles. And we have the light waves. So I have just included the video here since I have a slow internet connection and cannot demonstrate the site. But then you can just search PhET simulation waves intro and then you can access the site freely. I have also included here the simulation of a wave on a string. And you can also manipulate it easily. You can move the waves manually or you can use an oscillator. You can also adjust the amplitude, the pulse width. You can also use rulers, timer, and then you can also view it in normal motion, and then you can also use it in slow motion. So lastly, here are the summary of my topic. So that is all for my topic. Thank you for listening.